everyone, it's me, Sailor Pluto, Tessa here, or Tessa, and today I'm gonna talk about, this one thing that I truly think it, needs to be talked about. Alright, so you got this the way this thing goes. Alright, so, alright. And knowing YouTube is gonna probably pick the one where I was fucking around, with my hair. That's just the way it is. So, alright. I don't really think I could keep on making a film on this, and I don't think I'm gonna have any more understanding of it than the first day that it happened. This isn't about getting bullied or picked on. This is not about, that. It's about, the whole hate over the English work of Sailor Moon, Dic And Cloverway and Pioneer. Now, to be earnest with it, it really should not be a big of a deal. There really should not have been no hate for it, but sadly there was. There was a lot of bitching, whining, and nagging about it from folks that, well, they bitch, whine, and nag about it now. But back then, they didn't even know what Sailor Moon was. So they would have you believe that they knew what Sailor Moon was. So folks in the settled or the settings land, I guess, settled land, and folks in the wanted Reichs were going to bitch, whine, and nag about a show that they didn't know, they never heard of before, never saw up until at least, which say August of 1995 YL for the folks in the settled lands, and September of 1995 YL for those in the wanted Reichs. They never heard of Sailor Moon, but they bitch, whine, and nagged every day they watched it on WB and UPN, and also on YTV, which I wish we got, but we don't. They also bitch, whine, and nagged about it on Fox and NBC. Are you kidding me? I don't really believe that. You're gonna tell me there were folks that when it came on cartoon, they bitched, whined, and nagged about it. No, that bitching, whining, and nagging didn't happen until years later. Forgive me for that hair being there. So, why was there even any bitching, whining, and nagging about it? Why would they bitch so much about the names? Or why would they be bitching so much about the show playing? I don't know. But for whatever grounds, that's what they bitched about. They bitched about the names. They bitched about the show playing. They, you know, they bitched about the cleaning. Well, keep in mind, these folks that are bitching, whining, and nagging about Sailor Moon now were ones that didn't even see it until that time. So they can go back and bitch about it, but back then they could not. But why are they even bitching about it? So, yeah. And they believed that, and they had the right to, and they called themselves the true Sailor Moon followers. It's so funny about anyone who hates something. Oh, but that's the true follower. No, it's not. You know. So, yeah. Why make a big deal out of names being shifted? I don't know why. They just do. They just make a big deal out of it. Even though some of them probably didn't understand the names, but they're gonna bitch about them being shifted. Oh no, don't shift the names into Latin and Hellenic names. Oh, keep those borrowed names. Well, first off, the Latin and Greek names are borrowed. The Japanese names are borrowed. Well, keep in mind that you're gonna bitch about names being shifted. Come on. And then bitching about the show playing. Like, oh, I don't like how they did the South Hoods. Well, how did you want them to loud like? How did you want them to speak like or talk like? I don't know. These folks just make a big deal out of that shit. And it's like they don't really, and then you can't win, because then they bitched about, if they were bitching about the Dic one and bitched about how bad that one was, then you weren't winning when it came to the Cloverway one, because they bitched about that one. See, you can't make anyone happy. There's always going to be someone out there. Well, it's never good enough for them, and they're never happy with it. You know. So the Cloverway one didn't have as much cleaning done to it as the Dic one, true, but they bitched about that as well. So why make a big deal out of it? Why is it still a big deal to this day? Why are there still folks on YouTube who still bitch, whine, and nag about Dic's take on Sailor Moon, Cloverway's take on Sailor Moon, Pioneer's take on Sailor Moon, which was more of an offshoot from Dic's take on Sailor Moon? Why make a big deal out of it? You folks, I don't understand it. And before I end this film, Dwayne was told, or I was told back in the day, that I'm not a true Sailor Moon follower because I like the English one. Yeah, you're right. I like the English one because I can understand it. It's in the speech that I speak. You know, I like that one, but I was as much a Sailor Moon follower, and he was as much a Sailor Moon follower as anyone else. Yeah, that's another thing. You know, that was another thing. Going out and saying, "Oh well, you're not a true Sailor Moon follower if you like the English one." Yeah, which one? Dic, Pioneer, Cloverway, or Viz? You know. So anyway, it is what it is. Why folks bitched about why the Dic and Cloverway Sailor Moon got hate on? Do not know. The things that they bitched about or nagged or whined about? Do not know. Why was there any bitching to begin with on it? Don't know. You know? But it is what it is. I'm Sailor Pluto Tessa. Hope you like this film.